Welcome everyone to the Pink Ribbon Foundation 25th anniversary video.
The Pink Ribbon Foundation is celebrating 25 years in 2025. That's why we are here, because we want to champion the charities that we support and obviously the brands and the individuals that help us help others.
So our core mission is to help those with or recovering from breast cancer.
As a grant-making charity, the Pink Ribbon Foundation operates very much like an umbrella charity. So our grants then are supporting charities across the whole of the UK that do make a difference. So the Pink Ribbon Foundation gets its money through two main sources of income, and that's the corporate partnerships and also the fundraisers. And it's that money that effectively goes into a big pot and then allows the trustees to grant that to the charities that we support all across the UK. What's great is the fact that we're a very small team, and I think whenever I have a conversation with anybody about the Pink Ribbon Foundation, they all go, yep, we know the Pink Ribbon Foundation, you do fantastic work, and that is so true. When I tell them how small we are and the very little infrastructure that we've got, that really does surprise people. 9 times out of 10 people are dealing with myself or Jonathan.
We came up with the words virtual charity because we don't have a big infrastructure. We all work from home. Being a virtual charity means we can keep the cost down and give more money to the causes that, whether it was an individual, a group, or a company, raised for us.
What separates us, I think, is our transparency. We know where every single penny goes. So we don't insist on large amounts to be guaranteed, which gives companies that are new, that have never worked with charities before, or who are kind of one-man bands that operate around their kitchen table, it gives everybody the opportunity to work with the Pink Ribbon Foundation.
And if we can just give them even £5,000, all of a sudden they're on the map. The grants have to grab our hearts as well as our minds.
We build up really a great community spirit and a Pink Ribbon family, and people like that, and they stay, working with us and fundraising for us. It's a really nice charity in the fact that we make such a big difference with such small resources.
My name is Owa Hackett and I'm the founder of Little Lifts.
Oh, Little Lifts, well, we love them. Owa, who runs it and who started it and who had breast cancer, she started it with all the right reasons. She wanted to help other women that had had breast cancer. They have heart, they continue to grow.
Little Lifts is a small but mighty charity. We are on a mission to provide free, carefully curated Little Lifts boxes to patients undergoing chemotherapy, radiotherapy treatment and surgery for breast cancer. Pink Ribbon have been involved with Little Lifts since 2019, and then they've been supporting us ever since here in Bowthorpe. Little Lifts was founded around my kitchen table. There's only so long you can have lots of boxes and product in your house, and so we knew that we needed to secure some premises outside of my house so that we could get volunteers involved to help us pack our Little Lifts boxes. So the money that we receive from the Pink Ribbon Foundation specifically supports the rent to cover the cost of our chemotherapy packing room. To date, thanks to the support from the Pink Ribbon Foundation, we've distributed over 13,500 chemotherapy boxes, and we wouldn't be able to do this and support breast cancer patients without them supporting such an important part of the operations of Little Lifts.
My name's Tina Seymour. I'm the Chief Executive of the charity Hope for Tomorrow.
Hope for Tomorrow is another charity supported by the Pink Ribbon Foundation.
Hope for Tomorrow enables patients to have their treatments closer to home, work or in their communities through a fleet of mobile cancer care units which we provide to the NHS and they run on behalf of their service. It's a ward with 4 chemotherapy chairs on board. If you think of yourself as a single parent who needs to drop off their children in the morning and is trying to hold down a job, people lose their jobs because of it, and our units go out. It makes it convenient, it allows them to have time, so we like to say that we give people the gift of time as well. We applied to Pink Ribbon to help us with some Paxman cooling caps and machines to go on board one of our units, and we were awarded the grants. I was just delighted that somebody actually could believe in what we could see. Sometimes it's really difficult to say to funders, we've got this vision and we know that this will work and we really believe this will benefit people. So to have that alignment of the charities is just amazing. Every person who's donated is making a difference to somebody out there. I'd love them to see the difference that pounds or pennies, whatever it is, makes to individual people's lives. You are helping them every single day get through that quite awful journey sometimes. The Pink Ribbon Foundation are really good fun. I think when fundraising's done with a smile on its face, it brings a cheer to the heart, and I think that's really important.
My name's Nicola Alou and I'm the Head of Fundraising at Look Good Feel Better.
So Look Good Feel Better is another charity that the Pink Ribbon Foundation really champions, and we've been supporting them for many years now. What I love about that charity is it's a real workshop and a community spirit.
Look Good Feel Better UK is a cancer support charity that deliver community-led workshops across the country. Our workshops focus on skincare and makeup, all led by industry experts. When people leave the room, our workshops improve the way they feel. We believe the Pink Ribbon Foundation is right for us. We both have the same ethos and mission. In 2023, we received a grant of over £6,000, which was amazing for our charity. When we found out we'd won the grant from Pink Ribbon, we felt quite emotional, overwhelmed and really excited. I would just say a big thank you to everybody that's contributed in any way, big or small, to Look Good Feel Better. Every product, donation, grant that comes into our charity allows us to deliver our work across the country. The experience of working with Pink Ribbon has been amazing, full of energy, engaging and interactive, and we're really looking forward to the future and what's the next 25 years hold.
My name's Jo Gallier. I work at the Primrose Centre. I am a trustee and the centre director. We serve only breast cancer patients and their families. The charity is a breast cancer support centre.
You've got, like, inside this chapel, this first-class service. You get the best service from loving people who are all volunteers. It's a great charity. We continue to support it.
So working with the Pink Ribbon Foundation allows us to help people with breast cancer on a day-to-day basis. Without their funding, we simply couldn't offer the treatments that we do and help the number of people that we do. We've been really lucky, and the Pink Ribbon Foundation has supported us pretty much since the day we opened. Grants that come to us from places like the Pink Ribbon are invaluable. As a leader of a charity, it makes your day, it makes your week, sometimes it makes your whole month. The funding from the Pink Ribbon has allowed us to expand our services by providing lymphedema drainage. The lymphedema machine has allowed us to see probably 5,000 people in the last 15 years. That kind of treatment is not available from the NHS. The support that they get from us is second to none, really, and they come out with people, friends for life. I absolutely love working with Lisa. Lisa's amazing. Jonathan has been so supportive of us. We just couldn't do it without them. So anyone that's thinking of applying for a grant at the Pink Ribbon Foundation should just be honest about what it is they want to achieve with their charity and put some passion into it. Anyone that donates to the Pink Ribbon, it really does get out to the grassroots charities, the people that really, really need the funding. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Francesca Abry and I'm the Managing Director of the charity Something to Look Forward to.
We were very, very fortunate to receive a very large grant from the Morrison family, and what that enabled us to do was to actually purchase a caravan for Something to Look Forward to.
Hi, I'm Juliet Morrison. I'm one of the volunteer ambassadors for the Pink Ribbon Foundation. I liked what the Pink Ribbon Foundation offered in terms of their transparency as a charity. Everything they said they did, they did. We were able to donate some money to the charity, which resulted in the caravans for Eve's place, which was my mother-in-law. And I think in 2025 they'll be launching another caravan.
Something to Look Forward to is a UK-wide charity that exists to improve the lives of families that are affected by cancer poverty, and we give people what we call gifts and experiences, which gives them something to look forward to. So that could be a night away in a hotel, a restaurant meal, or a special day with family. The Pink Ribbon Foundation actually started working with us in 2016, and that was our first year of operations. And that's one of the most incredible things, is that the foundation put their trust in us as a small charity and enabled us to prove our worth to them. One of the most notable areas of funding was when we were awarded a grant in full to purchase our first charity caravan, which gives families affected by breast cancer free holidays throughout the year. And that was absolutely mind-blowing that we were being given that. This year, the Pink Ribbon Foundation have actually funded our second caravan, which we've recently purchased in Whitley Bay. So that means we can provide even more holidays to families affected by breast cancer. I love working with the Pink Ribbon Foundation. Of course, they are my favourite funder. They are joyful, vibrant, really personable. They know their charities. They get involved in the projects that are taking place. And we would just like to thank the Pink Ribbon Foundation for their support over the last nearly 10 years.
Anybody can support the Pink Ribbon Foundation as an individual or as a company, and we would urge everybody to go onto our website, which is pinkribbonfoundation.org.uk.
I want to thank everyone, whether they be an individual, a group, a small company, a large company, for the last 25 years. And for the next 25 years, we want to continue to grow and do good work. Reach out to us at the Pink Ribbon Foundation if you would like to help us and help people with or recovering from breast cancer.
And we would like to say a massive thank you to every single brand that supported us, every corporate partner, every individual fundraiser that has gone through blood, sweat and tears. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Your money makes such a huge difference, not just to the Pink Ribbon Foundation, but to all the many small charities that we've supported. And we can only support those charities with your continued support. So thank you, and here's to the next 25 years.